You're listening to Business Minded with Angie B, a podcast show that inspires business minded people to pursue their passion. My name is Angela Boone, aka Angie B. I'm an entrepreneur with over 35 years of experience in the construction industry. My company has taken part in projects ranging from 250 to a whopping $1.5 billion capital improvement program. I sit down with small business owners to talk about their challenges, how they overcame their challenges, and the lessons they learned. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Business Minded with me, your host, Angie B. So, today we're going to talk about the power of thought. Yep, I said it, the power of thought. What are you thinking? What's on your mind? If you like, you can join us on a live chat. Let me know that you're here. I appreciate all of the comments here so we can see what's going on. And we have started. So, this is our third episode since we've been on Hot 107.5. So, I'm excited about that. So, I just want you to know again, you have entered into the power of thought with Business Minded, me, your host, Angie B. Okay, so what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Okay, so the thoughts that you're thinking, are they things that are going to increase you, increase the people around you? Or is it a thought that is going to have a negative impact on you or the people around you? You know, a lot of times we have these thoughts, and these are thoughts that actually decrease you. I'm talking about the negative thoughts, the thoughts in your mind that decrease you. So we have to really be careful with our thoughts because our thoughts have power. And anytime we're thinking anything negative, you just need to just get it out your mind immediately. I know with me, it's been times I done said some things and I'm like, oh, okay, where did that come from? And sometimes our thoughts just, they can overpower you. They can overpower any situation. Have you ever been in a situation where the whole room or area, say on your job or whatever you were doing, and everybody was just had this negative thing going on? You know, everything was negative. Oh, so and so getting on my nerves. I'm sick of this person. You know, I don't even know why I came today, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole atmosphere is just negative. Well, if you notice, if you're not strong enough or aware enough about the spirits that transfer into a negative thought or negative sayings, that energy actually pops on you. Okay. Sometime it'll get you, you know. And so that's why a lot of times for me, when I'm having one of those days and I'm talking to one of my family members, they just get off the phone with me. Because I know I told y'all on this show, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to keep it real and let you know, okay, that we are human, and these are the things that happen to us. And so again, do you have those thoughts? And when you do, we need to immediately get rid of them, and we have to recognize the fact that we do have them. One of the things that I do is I pray for wisdom. The word tells us that wisdom is the principal thing, and therefore get wisdom, get an understanding. So we don't always know what is going on with an understanding, the understanding of what's going on. And we just have to really think about our thoughts. Now, anytime you worry about something, and all of this is a negative impact on your business, family, even your job, it's all a negative impact on things when you have a negative thing going on with you, some negative energy. So the word also tells us to cast all our cares upon him, which is the Lord, who cares for us. And the thing is that you have to cast them. You give it to him. All our negative thoughts, all the negative energy, all the worries, the things that we don't have any power to control. And once you walk away from it for real and give it to him, it always works out. It never fails. It just works out. For instance, everything, like I said, has an impact on our businesses. Things have impact on our business and then what we're doing. And we have to realize that, you know, our thoughts create problems or they can create something that's really good for us. So you have to really think about your thoughts. And that's why I'm talking about the power of thoughts today. Our thoughts are ideas and notions, beliefs, concepts, opinions, views, images, feelings, and perceptions. So we have to really think about our thoughts before we say them. Incident happened to me one day, and I was in the office, and I was at my computer, and I was working. And I wasn't in deep thought or anything like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't that deep. I was just working on some stuff that I knew that I needed to get completed. Somebody walked in the office and said to me, you ain't all that deep. So I'm thinking, what? You ain't all that deep. So I didn't even say nothing because if you know me, I did very well. I didn't say a word. I continued on what I was doing because if whatever that person was going through, hey, they could keep that energy over there to themselves. And like I said, I could have irritated the situation. I could have said something, I could have got nasty back and, we just both would have been nasty to each other all day. And then I'd have had attitude all day because apparently this person had an attitude for whatever reason. The thing is that I didn't know that person and that person didn't know me. So to just come in an office, into a room, into a setting, you want to say, you ain't all that deep. I'm like, okay, well, whatever you think, I frankly, at that point, I really didn't care. And so sometimes you just have to ignore the situation or ignore what's going on. So that's why I said the power of thought. There's power in our thought. And what are you thinking and what's on your mind? And anything that's not increasing you or increasing somebody else, then we really need to let it go. I just had another incident happen. I was upset. And so I went there and, said some stuff. I'm like, what was that all about? Again, we really have to, think about our thoughts before we say stuff. So we have to clear out all the negative energy because that has an effect on your business. It has an effect in your family, your life, whatever you're doing. I had another situation. And, people, really learn how to say no. I mean, if you can't do something, just say no. Now, I'm not saying say no because you're lazy or you just don't feel like doing it or you don't want to do it for that person or whatever. But if you have the time and you can do something, then, go ahead and help somebody. We have to learn how to serve people, and like the word tell us, and I've said this several times, you serve people as if you're serving the Lord and you're working for him, not for the people, because God is ultimately the one who rewards us with everything that we do. So we really have to be careful with what we do and how we do it. So, I had a situation and, and I needed something done. So someone had referred me to someone and I'm like, okay. So they referred me and, I called the person, whatever, text them, whatever, and then they told me they could, and and I told them that when I needed it done, I always give a deadline, especially if there is a deadline because there's another event happening within that time frame. And so, it's always good to communicate. And the thing is that I had it on text. So that was good because nobody could say I didn't say it, or that's not what I said. So it's always communication and actually following up on something, whether it's with a text or email, to actually outline everything that it is that you need done. Because sometimes we do think that we said something and we really didn't say it. Uh, so, but it was our intentions on saying it. So that's why I'm saying text message or email is always a good thing to refer back to. And I always rely on that because sometimes I may not have said it and I thought I said it, but it was in my thought process to say it, but I didn't. So anyway, but I had this one on text. So I had, they said they could come. Hello, Tim, what's going on? Thanks for calling. Thanks for listening Tim is in Phoenix. So see, we have people from everywhere listening. Thank you. What I wanted to do is get some things taken care of. And so in my yard. And so I actually, talked to this person, whatever, and text them, blah, blah, blah. So they said they could. But evidently the person was really, really busy. And that's okay. That's really okay if you're really, really busy. But you have to tell the person who's asking you, just say no, because I wasn't in a space where I could literally wait for the weekend to be over and they start the process the following week, because I had another event going on at the end of that week for me to be able to do something different. So I needed that person to come and take care of what they needed to take care of, so I would be able to take care of my next event. So in the meantime, in between time, evidently they were really busy. And I understand that. Okay. But just say no, because now I'm put in a situation because you said you would, and then I'm put in this situation. So we have to learn how to better communicate with our businesses, and we have to understand that we can't always go get all the money. Okay. I mean, it's just some things we just cannot do. We just can't get all the money, and it's okay. Just say, hey, I can't take care of you this time, but in the future, I'll let you know when I have an opening, and then I could fit you in, and maybe we can work something out from there. So it's nothing wrong with that, but it's okay to say no, not at this time, because I've got backlog. That's fine. So don't get mad at me, because I'm not trying to put anybody under any pressure, because my thing is I'm under pressure because I need to get it done. I just need to know a yes or a no so I can move on to the next thing. And it's okay. It's okay to say no. You can't please everybody, so, and it's okay. So anyway, I ended up, let me get off of that because this is like really random, right? It's like really random right now, but let me get off of that. But I ended up, getting somebody else, and they did a very, very, very good job for me. And I was concerned at first because I didn't want to put the burden of this job on this person, because I felt like it was my grass, y'all, since I put it out there. It was my grass. It was kind of long, and my yard is kind of a nice size. So I didn't want to put it on someone, until I had gotten it taken care of, where it was down, where this person, if they had to just bring a regular lawnmower, they could take care of it and it would be at ease. But let me tell you something. That brother came in and took care of that grass, okay? And he didn't even have a riding lawnmower. So my thing is, when you are determined to do something and you have a business and you are ready to get it in and do what you have to do, you know what? We can't always think, well, maybe that person can't do it. Well, listen, if they said that they can and you give them an opportunity, came in there and they were actually, basically, I could say, had a reference, who I knew, and said, oh no, they can do it, So, and they said, I saw your grass, it's not that long. So I was really happy, and really happy about it. So that would be the person from now on, if they wanted to take care of my line. So, I just want to talk about the importance of communication, because that has everything to do with your business. We can't just always be all upset and mad about something, because I'm not trying to put pressure on nobody, and I don't want nobody putting pressure on me. But what everybody has to realize is that all of us collectively, when we have a business and we offer a service, we all still have different events coming up. I don't think that I should have to explain what I have to do next and why I'm asking you, can you come? I shouldn't have to explain that. Either you can come or you can't. And it's as simple as that. So again, when we get back, we gonna get back on this, the power of thought. And so the power of thought is all about how we thinking about something, how we handle our business. And that's important. And it's important for us as far as the next step. Now, the power of thought, let me get into it. And let me tell you this. Before I came on live, it was funny because I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and I pre-recorded it. Okay. And I listened to it after I pre-recorded, and I was like, oh man, this is a really good version of what I wanted to say. But then again, when you trying to get something done, it's like, ah, man, I'm gonna probably have to go ahead and go live because it's gonna take time, and then you need another program to actually put it on there to go live, and you could take the pre-recorded live. So everything that we do, y'all, is a step. And remember last week when I talked about business plan and doing a vision board as a concept? This is all of the things that we have to do through the week before we get to the point of whether it's our show or whether it's our business, what we have to do, meetings we have to go through, whether it's our job, things that we have to follow up on, and, sending out emails, answering emails, phone calls, or whatever it is. That's why I said a business plan or journaling or even a calendar. You really need a calendar because you need to set up these timelines with the things that you need to do and the time that it's going to take you to do it. So that's just getting organized, because let me tell you something. I'm one person who may not be organized sometime on paper, and I'm starting to really get more organized on paper, and it's really helping me. And I use my calendar a lot because I need to use my calendar, because when I'm doing certain projects, I need to know who was there and who wasn't there, whether it's somebody working for you, or it's someone working with you, or one of the companies wasn't there in that particular setting. Maybe 5 companies was there. You went in 5 places, but it's usually 6 companies that's there. So the sixth company, that company wasn't there, so you don't go there. So you have to jot those down. You always have to keep up with what you're doing, and when you're doing more than one thing, you really got to keep up, but you do have to keep up with the one thing. And that's why I talk about the business plan. Business plans change. They're not set in stone. You can always change them, but they're always good to use. And like I said, if you go back to last week, about the business plan myth that I did, go back and listen to that, and you'll see how I use the vision board concept to set up your business plan, which I think was a really good thing. So again, the power of thought, what's on your mind. A lot of times, even in positions on a job, you have to really be careful with what you say. It's been so many times. Okay, we want this job, we want this job, we get this job, we in it, we there for the long haul. Yeah, yes, I wanted it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for blessing me with this job. Yes. Then all of a sudden, you there, year, 2 years, you want to do something different. Okay, that's understandable. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you just want to take things to the next level. Or you could be working on your business part-time in order to get the full-time income that you're getting on your job, working in your business part-time, or all the hours that you have left in it every day to work on your business. So you could get to that level to get the money for your part-time business, what you working on your full-time job, so you can leave. But see, people don't want it's a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. A lot of people don't want to sacrifice. They be tired. I know I be tired sometimes, y'all. When I come in, I be like, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then I'm like, it just don't happen. And I understand it. But you have to sacrifice. You have to make that sacrifice for your business to have your own thing, because you don't know what's gonna happen. These people, everybody that got laid off during this COVID-19, and if they don't call you back to your job, there's nothing you can do about it. And actually, if you have been the type of person we were always complaining about your job, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm sick of this place. Always complaining. So you getting everything just all mixed up. It's like God don't know. The Holy Spirit don't know whether to bless you or let you lead a job, or you want to be. It's like you got this confusion going back and forth, with what's going on in your life. And so it's like, what the heck? And hey, Ashley. So it's like, what the heck? Y'all, Goddess Herbals is on there. You need to go check out her products. She got some great products. She got the natural teas, and everything is natural, and hair products. And I'm telling you, it's really, really good. I think and I'm gonna get back to what I was saying about your job. I ain't forgot. I just wanted to touch on that because she was on there, and I wanted to touch on that and let you know that you need to check it out. It's goddessherbals.shop. So go check it out, because those teas brought me back, because I think I had COVID back in 2019 in November. I think it was November. My whole family was sick, and I had been to New York, and them teas, let me tell you, got me right up and got me straight. So check it out. It's good for you. So anyway, let's get back to being negative on your job. So you ready to leave this job, you tired of this job, and you done complained about this job. You complained about it to people that work on the job. Listen, everybody ain't your friend at your job, okay? I don't care if they do act like they your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. And somebody is going back telling somebody that's higher up what you saying. And so now we get the layoff, right? You get the layoff. So then everybody get called back, and you the only one ain't getting called back. But you have to realize the negative stuff that you put out in the atmosphere. When you put that negative stuff out, what you put out come back to you. So you have to really be careful with that. And that's all of us, y'all, everything. So it's like I had to turn some things around, because I had said some things. I was like, oh, don't need that project right there, blah, blah, blah. And I ain't get it either. So you know what? Because I put it out there. So my thing is, sometimes maybe it's better for us to not say anything, work what we doing, and then you work your part-time job. I mean, your business part-time, and working to grow your business and getting more, getting other ideas and concepts and what you can add. Because a lot of times when we can take our business so far, and then that's the furthest we can take it, and we need to add something to it to take it to the next level. Like last week, had a little technical difficulties because I'm learning a new system. And I basically kind of almost got this thing down, but I'm learning a new system. And that's when anything when we learn a new system. So we have to be the engineer, the writer, we have to run the board, the mic, write the script, edit the content. And all of that takes time. So we have to promote it. We have to advertise it. We have to put it on Instagram. Listen, a whole lot of stuff didn't get on Instagram this week. Okay. So we have to put it on Instagram, Facebook, let people know that we out here, and let me tell you, and Instagram is a great place too to advertise your business too. And it's a real good price. So I just want you to know that. And a lot of people see it. I just wanted to throw that out. That was a random thought, and it was right in the middle of the conversation. But the thing is that when we start doing something new, we everything, and so, but the good thing about being everything in the beginning is that when you start to grow, everything that you need, the position, what you're going to need, what the person need to do, how long it's going to take once they get started. You have to give a person time to get started. Everybody is not going to be at the energy level that you are. Okay. So you might be a high performance person with what you do, and you've been doing it for a while. So your performance standard is going to be a lot higher than the person that you hire. Okay. They have to get used to that particular position. And once they get used to it, unless they just like slow, some people are just slow, and everything that they do, they're slow. But sometime, usually when people catch on, they really get there. So my thing is that once they get there, hopefully they pick up the pace. And hey, if they're reliable, they're on time, sometimes you just have to work with them and it'll work out. Sometimes they'll get their rhythm. That's what I can say, their rhythm, they'll get it. But then you have other people who, just, come in, and you also have to set boundaries. Okay. So this particular position, it starts from 8 to 4. Okay. Or 4 to 7, because what it's going to take. And this is amount that you get paid for this particular position in this time, between this time frame, because how much time it's going to take. So therefore, because some people, if you don't put a time limit on it and they're working hourly, they would just take the bank to the bank. Okay. They take the bank to the bank. So they'll just outdo it. Like they'll take it to a whole nother level. So I'm just saying, you have to set boundaries. And once you've done everything and you are able to hire and your business start to grow, then you'll be able to literally put people in these positions, know how long it's going to take, and put a time frame on it, and also a dollar amount, an hourly dollar amount. And then that way, nobody can say anything. It's all in writing. They sign it, blah, 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 and you on to the next thing. So that's why I said when I talked about business plans last week, one of the things with a business plan is that even you can actually write in the positions that you, when you get ready to hire, because you'll know the positions that you need. And even journaling, like I said, journal down ideas, and set up little boards and stuff with a timeline, the things that you look for. And the timeline is basically your 2, 3, 4, 5 year plan. And don't worry about going that deep if you haven't started one. Like I said, start low, start with a month, 30 days. Because some people like 2 years. Oh my God, I got to think that far in advance. So just, you can go ahead and do a 1 month plan just to get you started. 1 month is good because you'll be surprised at all the things that you write down in 1 month. And also, it's just certain things that you can't do. None of us can do because we didn't go to school for it. We don't have the education for it. We don't have a degree for it, like an accountant. All businesses, we need an accountant or a bookkeeper or an accountant, because the bookkeeper get it all set up to go to the accountant. So we all need that. I didn't go to school for accounting. And that's one of the things. The only thing that I could do is one of my accountants set up a spreadsheet for me. And so they set up a spreadsheet for me to be able to go into my spreadsheet. And I put all my numbers in for each month, the things that I've did. So the different expenses, that's the only thing that I can do. And which really helps me a lot. Because when I look at it, I was like, oh, I spent that much money on that. Oh my goodness, what was that for? So it actually keep you in touch with what you have to do. And then what I do is I send that spreadsheet to the accountant. Then he puts all the paperwork together for my taxes. Because listen, I don't be playing with IRS. Okay. So, you need somebody who know what they're doing. And if you all are listening and you have a question, you can put it in the comment box and we can keep this thing moving. So again, there's some things that you need. Now, me and a friend of mine was talking about a week ago, and no, just a couple of days ago or a day ago. And we were talking about how, a lot of times people, you have somebody in a position and the position is not really, they're not doing their job that good. But you think that you can do it better. So you leave and you go and start a business and do it. But the thing is that everybody can't run a business. Everybody can't run a business. You could be a technical person, the technical part of a business, but there are certain people who need people to do and take a business to another level. You may need people to market your business, salespeople. Everybody need an accountant, or a bookkeeper to keep you straight during that time. You need somebody to do your billing or your invoices. Because as you grow, I'm not saying that you can't do your billing and invoices, because you got to do that in order to get paid and set that up to even get a contract. But everybody don't know how to run a business. Everybody is not business savvy and don't know how to run a business. And that's why you really need to literally look online and, go get some of these classes so you will know and learn the concept of certain things that you don't know how to do. And like spreadsheets, it's good to take an Excel course. Excel is always something that you should, be able to take a course. I know somebody that used to teach a course. I'm going to say, hey, thanks, Angel. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, hey, I'm gonna see if we could put something together online and we can and have him teach an Excel course. I know people who can do these things. So it's like people need Excel courses and even Word to just set up a document, And I'm gonna tell you another thing I said I was gonna put online. DocuSign. Show people how to use DocuSign. Listen, after 4 tries, I finally got DocuSign right. I'm like, what the heck? So those are other things, especially now with the COVID-19 going on and people not handling a whole lot of paperwork or contracts. You can actually, you know, you could actually use DocuSign to do your documents, your contracts, or anything, and send it, and people can just sign it. So Angel said, I'm just figuring out how to type a message. I've been trying all the time. LOL. You just type it in the comment box. What's your message? Just like you just did that one, unless that's your message. Okay. So again, today, if you enter, we are talking of this episode is the power of thought. So I hope you all enjoy this conversation today. And again, there is power in your thoughts. Be careful what you think. And if it's any type of negative thoughts, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Like I said, the scripture for today was get wisdom. hmm Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with it, you get an understanding. So remember the power of your thoughts. It can kill or it can enhance, it can grow, it can set you up for growth, and also the people around you as well. So get this negative stuff off your mind and keep it moving. All right, y'all. Until next time, we have been listening to Business Minded with me, your host, Angie B. And I'll see you back here real soon. Have a great day. You're listening to Business Minded with Angie B., a podcast show that inspires business minded people to pursue their passion. My name is Angela Boone, aka Angie B. I'm an entrepreneur with over 35 years of experience in the construction industry. My company has taken part in projects ranging from 250 to a whopping $1.5 billion capital improvement program. I sit down with small business owners to talk about their challenges, how they overcame their challenges, and the lessons they learned.